Appreciate you joining us, Manohar, with those updates. Meanwhile, the United Nations Peacekeeping Force in Lebanon has said that it would not leave positions in the country's south despite an Israeli request to relocate. On 30th of September, the IDF had notified the UN of their intention to undertake limited ground incursions into Lebanon. They also requested UN peacekeepers to relocate from some of positions. Now, the UNIFIL informs that UNIFIL peacekeepers feel duty-bound, in fact, as well. All right, so those were some details coming in. We're getting more breaking news now coming in. An Israeli precision strike on a refugee camp in North Lebanon's Tripoli has eliminated a senior Hamas terrorist. A precision strike on the Bedawi refugee camp eliminated Saeed Atala Ali, a leader in the Hamas armed wing Al-Qassam brigades. These, of course, are the latest updates coming in. Another precision strike has taken place by the IDF. An Israeli precision strike on a refugee camp in North Lebanon's Tripoli has been reported. Well, reportedly, a senior Hamas terrorist has been eliminated in this strike. That's the news coming in. Saeed Atala Ali, leader in Hamas's armed wing of Al-Qassam brigade, has reportedly been eliminated in this precision strike on the Bedawi refugee camp. So an Israeli precision strike taking place there on a refugee camp in North Lebanon's Tripoli. This has eliminated a senior Hamas terrorist. These are the latest details we are tracking for you. Precision strike on the Bedawi refugee camp has eliminated Saeed Atala Ali. Okay, more breaking news meanwhile coming in this hour. The Israeli army has notified that its forces had hit more than 2,000 military targets during its 4-day incursion into southern Lebanon, targeting Hezbollah position. Amongst the 2,000 military targets, the IDF has emphasized that it has neutralized 250 Hezbollah terrorists, including 5 battalion commanders, 10 company commanders and 6 platoon commanders. The Israeli Air Force is also conducting preemptive strikes during these intelligence-based operations in southern Lebanon. Meanwhile, the Lebanese government has accused Israel of targeting civilians during these strikes. The Israeli army has clearly notified that its forces have hit more than 2,000 military targets during its 4-day incursion into southern Lebanon. These are the latest updates coming in regarding the Israeli targeting of Hezbollah's positions. Well, the IDF has emphasized amongst the 2,000 military targets, they have neutralized 250 Hezbollah terrorists, is what they say, including 5 battalion commanders, 10 company commanders and 6 platoon commanders. Well, we're also learning that the Israeli Air Force is conducting preemptive strikes during these intelligence-based operations in southern Lebanon. Remember, of course, Lebanon is accusing Israel of targeting civilians during these strikes. All right, more breaking news, in fact, coming in this hour. The Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has arrived in Damascus to discuss developments in the Middle East and bilateral relations with Syrian officials. This comes after Araghchi visited Lebanon for the first time since Nasser Nasrallah was killed. Earlier, Araghchi had met with top Lebanese officials, including caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati and Speaker of Parliament Nabi Berri, a Hezbollah ally as well. Ajay Jandial is joining us for more on this story. Ajay, what is expected during the visit of the Iranian FM to Damascus? All right, I think we've clearly lost that connection there with Ajay, but these are the latest updates coming in. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi arriving in Damascus to discuss developments in the Middle East as well as bilateral relations with Syrian officials. Okay, more breaking news, in fact, coming in this hour. Oil prices have risen to more than $6 per barrel this week. Prices have climbed as tensions in the Middle East escalate, with Iran launching missiles at Israel and the Israelis threatening retaliation as well. Well, this has raised the possibility of a disruption to the flow of oil from the region. A jump in oil prices automatically spurs concern of a spike in gas prices as well. I'm being told Ajay Jandial is joining us back on the broadcast. Ajay, if you're able to hear me now, clearly, of course, oil prices rising significantly. Give us more details.
Yes, Uday, it was expected that after, this Middle East crisis will increase, and especially when, ground invasion and when Iran has started targeting Israel and then retaliation was planned, it was expected that oil price will go up, and that is what exactly has happened. And oil prices, climbs up after this escalation, and it is expected that it will, go up more, because there are hardly any, chances since that this, tension is going to de-escalate soon, and that's why it is expected that it will go up more. And no doubt that country like India and other countries of the world, they are trying to pacify the things, but the way basically Iran is targeting and hitting again and again to the Israeli areas, and also the way we have seen that Lebanon also trying to once again retaliate. So it is expected that it will go on and on in the coming time as well.
All right. And clearly, of course, this will now spike fears of an increase in gas prices as well, Ajay, won't it?
Yes, both will happen, and oil and gas prices will go up in the coming days. And if the world and the UN has to do something to control it, and if this war is not going to stop our control, then it will be a different kind of tension of challenge for the neighboring countries, especially, and not only oil and gas prices, but it will also result in the hike in the other other fields, other product as well.
Ajay Jandial, thank you very much for joining us with those details. On that note, taking a very short break, stay with us.